Imagine a nuclear-armed state being run by a man in a coma while his top generals plot to kill each other. Iran has officially entered its most dangerous hour. And if you want to understand why the next 10 days could change the world, you need to hit that follow button right now. The most terrifying moment for an authoritarian regime isn't when its enemies attack. It's when the men holding the triggers realize they no longer trust the person giving the orders. Right now, inside Tehran, the walls aren't just closing in, they are crumbling from the inside out. The decapitation strike didn't just kill 48 officials. It exposed a vacuum that is being filled by a nuclear-armed high school reunion of bitter rivals. We analyze these power shifts daily because the transition happening right now is unprecedented. If you're seeing this, it's because you need to know how deep this betrayal goes. So make sure you're subscribed to stay ahead of the chaos. While the world watches the borders, the real war is happening in the corridors of power, where the foreign minister was just humiliated on state television by his own military. One man says the Strait of Hormuz is open. The IRGC responds by shooting at tankers. The regime is no longer speaking with one voice. It is screaming at itself. This isn't just about politics. It's an economic death clock. With a 10-day window before the oil wells are forced to shut down, the regime is cannibalizing its own future. Even China and Russia, the so-called eternal allies, have begun the feast. China is pivoting away from Iranian oil, and Russia is actively stealing Iran's market share while pretending to offer diplomatic support. It is the ultimate geopolitical betrayal. Are you tracking how these shifts affect global energy? Drop a comment below and let's discuss the fallout. And don't forget to share this with someone who still thinks Russia is helping Tehran. The most devastating blow isn't coming from a foreign missile, but from a simple statistic. 87% of state media claims the people are united, yet private polling reveals 63% of Iranians want no part of this war. They are watching a coma patient lead them into an abyss, while 4 generals settle grudges from 1988. The approvals being issued in Tehran today are, in a very real sense, imaginary. We are witnessing a regime that can no longer manage a crisis. It can only try to survive it. The question isn't whether the regime can win. The question is whether it can survive its own incompetence. Will it be a hardliner coup, a total collapse, or a desperate de-escalation? Tell me which scenario you see playing out in the comments. If you value daily, deep dive reporting that cuts through the propaganda, subscribe now and join our community. Your support helps us keep these daily updates coming as this crisis unfolds.